Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, July 23rd, 2014. All right, yesterday, Consumer Price Index came in, I think right at forecast, so no shocks there. And existing home sales was a little bit better than expected. And for today, we have EIA Petroleum Status Report at 10:30, the only scheduled potentially market-affecting announcement for today. All right, across the ponds, Asia, mostly bullish. Europe, 100% bullish. Nothing really big or anything, but it's bullish, I would say. Cautiously optimistic, as they say. Well, some people say anyway. Okay, over here, futures are looking a little bit up. Nothing really fantastic, but a lot of times, just a little nudge to the upside at the open, and it continues to march up. Sometimes. Gold is up $2.40 overnight at 1308, and oil is at 102.40. In reality, flat overnight. Okay, yesterday, actually had an alert go off on CVS, or not CVX, Chevron, that I neglected to get rid of when I took them off my A+ list. That was kind of a surprise. I went and took a look at it anyway, and I didn't trade anything in it. But what I did yesterday was another counter-trend trade, I guess you might say. The cherry bond that comes out from Tom Sosnoff each morning said that he was going to short any pullback in the market, especially on indexes, and at least on the futures. He trades a lot of the futures. So I took a look at that and I said, well, yeah, all right, I'll take a look at that myself. So RUT did give us a pullback yesterday. Let's take a look here. Get out of the way. Okay, so I took a look at it, and it was on this candle that I sold this 1170 bear call and collected 85 cents. So I'm hoping that that one works out, although this morning is looking slightly doubtful. The day ended up with a green candle, but if you look intraday, it got weaker in the afternoon, so let's just see how that works out. And I did have a target set up here anyway. A tad bit early. This expires this week also. So I actually ended up with like a 25 or a 26 delta on that. A little bit tighter than normal. Just to get, some decent premium and maybe get some decent data over the next day or two. And that's the only thing I really did. We still have this, I still have this SPX. And I'm getting a little bit nervous on this one. And the only other play that I have is Celgene, this earnings play here, which looks like as though I'm probably just going to hang on to this because we are very close to only another $50 and I'll be at max loss on this. So I'm just going to hang in there and see what happens here at earnings. And what happened the last earnings, boom, and here's what happened coming into earnings. It didn't look too good. Well, we should probably look at it daily, get a better picture. Alright, so here's the last earnings. Really didn't do too much, but it did gap down. And here we have this one Let's see, this would be opened high and then pulled back considerably. So it's just, I'm just looking for a big movement, and hopefully it's going to be in my direction. Got a lot of hope out here, don't I? Okay, so that's a review of what's going on with the open positions. Of course, we have this gold covered call here. And that's in August. And where are we at with that? It's at 12 cents right now. We collected 52. It's currently at 12 cents. And if I want to take a look at a chart on gold. We're just a tad below our break even right now. Just still hanging on to it. We'll see, at $128, $26, and it collecting maybe, like $1.50 or maybe $2 a year on it. It's going to take it a very long time to get down to zero. I was just thinking about that. Okay, let's start with our scan. And Apple had earnings last night. Let's throw up a intraday chart. Market didn't really know how to take it, did it? It's very kind of an interesting thing going on here. Lots of jockeying for position on this candle here, which is 4:30 when the actual numbers came out. I just happened to be watching, I think it was Fox Business. I was watching at that time. And they get so excited, it's like, oh yeah, they beat by 2 cents, blah, 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 and they just, especially, like Liz Clayman, I think that's who was on at that time. And you would think that, she's been there a long time. She's no spring chicken. And I don't mean that badly or anything. I'm just mean that she knows what's going on, but still reacts and gets so excited. I don't know if it's an act or not. I don't know, but gets so excited about some of these earnings numbers, and everybody's always so bullish. They want to see things go higher, always higher. Anyway, for the regular investor, I guess that's what they want. But anyway, Apple was kind of a mixed bag last night. And Netflix also kind of a mixed bag. I mean, they had pretty decent numbers. And here, they're jockeying for position here too. Pretty steady overnight. And then yesterday, it just kind of spent the day pulling back, which is a tad bit of a surprise, I guess you might say. But look at how the stochastic indicators, even on an overnight trade here, unfortunately you can't do options at this time, but even then anticipating, well, we're running out of gas here, and then it comes down. Even the MACD says, yeah, we're starting to see some energy come out of this. But now it's seeing energy come back. Oh well. But anyway, that's that for the review, I guess, from yesterday. Then I'm anticipating a relatively short video for today. Okay, I'm going to squeeze this over just a tad bit more. There we go. Alright, so this is Apple. We've had earnings now. We're going to just see if it's going to continue its upward trend here. We will move this target, throw this target into the future, and look to see if we come down there and get a bite. Alright. Amazon. Amazon's earning is Thursday. So we're waiting on that one. Baidu. I think the same story Thursday. Got a lot of activity on Thursday. So we're waiting on that one. Celgene, we already took a look at that one. Earnings on Thursday. We'll see what happens there. Chipotle kind of held its own yesterday after this huge gap up from 580 to 659, or 590 to almost 660. So $70 move. Well, boy, if you had a long call, you'd be laughing all the way to the bank. All right, Costco. What do we got going here? We were looking to maybe do like an iron condor or something on Costco, doing something on them. It's just kind of like wiggling around here, trying to decide what it wants to do. Me too. I'm trying to decide what this thing is trying to do as well. I think we'll sit there and wait for the next opportunity. I don't know, this thing may fail and give us a new trend direction. I don't know. Still hanging in there and waiting. DJX. Yeah, we could have done something here. Didn't, though. Let's go back here again. Maybe new high. Everybody was so excited, too, on the TV. Oh, is the Dow going to reach a new high? I don't usually watch business channels on TV. Typically, I don't watch Tasty Trade. I don't, I'm just kind of a loner, I guess you might say. And it just kind of, I know why I don't like to watch it after what I saw yesterday. Everybody gets so excited about a new high. I just get excited when I make money. Okay, gold, we already looked at that. There could have been an opportunity to do an iron condor on this thing. There still is, I think. And I think what I'm going to do is make a note of that. So this would be the first leg of an iron condor, and I think we're going to have a little bit extra time here, so let's take a look at what we might want to do here. Okay, so for expirations we have July, and then we move into August. Probably regular August expiration. 20 deltas start. Well, let's look on the call side first. So we'll be looking here, and that's 8 cents on a 250 spread. Oh man, they don't give you much, do they? Oh, that's a 50-cent spread. So 8 cents, I'd like to get 10 cents on that. But let's see if we go to 30, 50, get 15 cents. I need to make this, you're paying $1.25, actually $2.50, and you're only going to make $15 on this if you're successful. That's what I don't like about this. And if you try to make this spread a little bit more, then you start losing, your numbers start getting worse over here. I'm not happy with that. So scratch that. It's just not worth it. It's just too expensive. Even going all the way out to August, which is 23 days away, I don't want to do that either. Okay. That being said, moving on, Google. All right, we're waiting for Google to come down and hit our target. LinkedIn, a darling for 2004. We have earnings coming up next week. I'm probably going to just take a pass on this, making a nice move here. Looks like it's going to maybe change its trend a little bit. Let me get rid of this. Clutters things up a little bit. You can see a little bit better over here in the weekly. Yeah. there may be a trend change in the future here for LinkedIn, the darling for 2014. And that target that I have there may no longer be valid. Alright, we definitely have a new high on NDX here, at least over the last year, and this is like, what do I have here? I get 3 years, so this is probably maybe an all-time new high, I'm not sure. But it's definitely a high for the last 3 years, and it's a big gap up too. So we're still looking for a target down here, an opportunity to get in on that move. Alright, Netflix. Pretty good earnings, not a very good response from the market. Are we going to come down here and then continue the uptrend? I don't know. We'll have to see. On the weekly, it's looking good setup-wise on the weekly, that's for sure. And yesterday afternoon, it did look like somebody was trying to breathe a little bit of life into it. So who knows? Who knows? It's a little choppy in here. Get some mixed signals. Very choppy. A little dangerous, I guess you might say. Alright, price line. Made a nice move up here. Why did I miss that yesterday? I'm sure that I made a note of that. Actually, price line was from Monday. I missed 2 days of that move. It's too late now. Day 1, 2, and 3. Boy, I gotta watch this stuff. I missed an opportunity there. Instead of doing stuff like this. We're still okay though. I'm not real worried about Russell. I think that's going to be a pretty good one. SPX though, a little bit worried about that. Where are we here? Should get those high bubbles off of there so I can see a little bit better. We're coming up to a peak here, so if we get just a little bit of consolidation for the rest of the week, that would be good. Oh, this is the high that they were crowing about yesterday, I think. Alright, and is there anything more? Do we want to pile on anything more? We have a target set up for the future out here. Tesla. Okay, we're set up here for. I would not be afraid. Maybe something for this week in the 20 delta range. 2 days left. 20 delta. Here's at 25 at 225. Okay, that meets the criteria. That's pretty close to 5 to 1. And that would be at 225. 225 is up here. From a chart perspective, it looks a little scary. Let's take a look at the risk profile and let's say we're going to expire here. So our standard deviation, this actually has, I only want one slice, so go here and say, all right, so here's our probability, 75% that it's going to expire at least above the break even, and 72% that it will expire above or below the short, I should say. So just to go back here and review, we have a 26 delta, which roughly is equivalent. If you take that and subtract that from 100, you should come up with pretty close to the probability of expiring out of the money. So 100 minus 26 is 74. Oops. And we're looking at 72.46% according to the calculations on the risk profile. So it comes out pretty close. So we have a good probability. We have this movement, this momentum, current down momentum, even though MACD is moving up a little bit. And it's going to be on the list for today, so we'll take a look at it. And of course, that's for an expiration this Friday. And last, we have Visa, which has earnings also on Thursday, yes. So we have about 4 or maybe 5 on our list that have earnings coming up on Friday. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on what's going on with our positions here. Celgene could be fun. Could be a good ride. It could be... I'm already sad because if I bail now, it's almost max loss anyway, so I'll get that out of my system and we'll just see what happens for Friday. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.